You need to start the video on me.
Hey, we need to turn this TV off. There's a very special event going on.
Okay, you need that.
Dear gentlemen, we have gathered here today, on this day, January 10th of 2016, to commemorate and remember the loss of our dear friend, Austin Bird. What? We gather here this day to remember our dear friend, Mr. Austin. Recently, his girlfriend returned from her adventures in Thailand, and since that moment, we've yet to see him again.
He's too young.
Too young. Gentlemen, we'd like to open up the time for each of you to share your most beloved memory with our dear friend, Mr. Bird. Starting here.
I remember one time we were playing Super Smash Brothers, and it was just me and him left. We both had 100 damage. And I was villager, and I pressed over B and rode my rocket to get back on the edge. But Austin, with perfect timing, jumped and hit me off the rocket with his hammer to win. It was so awesome!
Thank you.
I really miss him.
He was the cousin I never knew I had that I actually kind of have. But we have small ways to remember him. He was a mooch. But he was a good mooch.
Thank you, Tyler.
Cheers. 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 Austin was the best home teaching coordinator I ever had. And then he moved out of the ward, and then I moved out of the ward. So that matters very little now. Sure. Well, that was a good semester. We had 100% home teaching. He's the man.
April 1st.
I'll always remember the most important dating advice Austin gave me.
They just haven't applied yet.
He was at a cabin with a couple girls late at night. It was just Austin and this other girl who he barely knew awake. And he said, I didn't want her to think I was into her. So I held her hand and we cuddled for 3 hours. That really hit me. Thanks, Austin.
Austin.
Oh, this is hard. This is really hard. Well, everything about Austin was magical. Just really magical. You know, he really just didn't let anything clog him up. He found a way through every hard, just crap in his life. He was a real man's man. I remember, man, he really had a way with women. Whew. Most of what I know about how to treat women came from him. As we were walking, it's hard to remember this. We were walking past the volleyball courts at King Henry. He was with an old friend who was a girl who had come to see him. And he told her, in order to play volleyball, you had to take your shirt off. He was a special, special man. And we will all miss you. We all miss you!
Thank you.
My favorite memory with Austin is over the break. I waited at the door for him the whole time. I was at the door and I just waited. But he never came back.
Thank you, King.
You know, I didn't get to know Austin for that long before. In the 6 days that I knew him, I heard all sorts of stories though about how he went from bird boy to bird man. It was a difficult process in his life, and you know, it just really helped me get through my difficult times. When I went from small child to large child, he'll be missed. Maybe.
Well, me, like Chad, I didn't know him too well either. Maybe I just saw his shadow once or twice. But his legend lives on. I've heard many stories and I love him.
I don't know what to say. Excuse me. I just don't know if I... He's such a good friend. But he never did the dishes.
Well, he stole the dishes, so I can't use that one, but I do remember when Austin would always be outside in freezing temperature talking to his girlfriend in Thailand. And then he'd come in and we all scream, "Where's the bong?" Oh, it's plastic. Okay. And I remember hearing stories about his magical experience on his mission. And it just hasn't been the same since he's been gone. And we're gonna miss him a lot.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing your loving, funny, and bittersweet memories of our dear friend, Mr. Austin Bird. I too have great memories of Mr. Bird, playing Super Smash Bros. With him, but also discovering the deep, dark secrets of the internet, and how through rocadirecta.me you could watch any sports game at any time. Austin, you will be missed. We'd now like to open up a time to have an open casket viewing of our dearly beloved. You can all follow suit after me.
I want to see that smile.
I always wanted to do that.
I'll done this for you, buddy. This God's just impossible.
Is that a little bit of egg you spilled?
All right.